How's it, everyone? My wife had a conference in Dallas, Texas, so I decided to tag along. Here we are walking rather briskly through Honolulu International Airport because we're trying to catch that red-eye flight to the mainland. And of course, we're running on island time. Luckily, there was a short line at security, and our plane was already at the gate for an on-time departure. And about 10 hours later, we're in Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Now all we have to do is pick up our check-in luggage, and we'll be off to the hotel. It looks like mine is the first one on the carousel. Hey, wait a minute. Here is our home away from home for the next week. Truth be told, one of the reasons why I wanted to tag along was because the conference was being held at the Gaylord Texan. What's unique about the Gaylord resorts is that the hotel, shops, and restaurants are enclosed in their own dome. The interior of the Gaylord Texan is a miniature recreation of the San Antonio Riverwalk. Let's take a quick walk around. I love how the Atrium lit up at night with all its dazzling colors. These guys have a 30-second dance routine. I'm going to speed it up a little bit for you here. And this was the view from our room on the 6th floor. The absolute highlight of the trip was the farewell dinner that was held the last night of the conference at the AT&T Stadium. They had food, drinks, and games set up outside of the stadium for us. but it was way too hot, so we headed inside. The event also included a tour of the stadium. The first stop on the tour was the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders locker room. Now, I didn't realize they had a show on Netflix. I think people were more excited about seeing their locker room than the players' locker room. Anyway, I don't watch the show, but I'll pan around so you can see if you can find a picture of your favorite cheerleader.
My office work together, co-workers. Their schedule's pretty nuts. They'll wake up at 6
And now on to the players' locker room.
right over there.
And here's the room where press conferences are held.
Down here on game day, and Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones were having a press conference right there, so our entire group.
Ordinarily, the tour includes going onto the football field. However, as you can see on this picture, they were laying down grass for a soccer game. So they showed us where the Astroturf was stored. Each of those rolls covers 5 yards. Someone asked about the black Lincoln Navigator that you can see in this picture. Our guide said that black Navigator has one job to do on home games. It drives out to a helipad and picks up Jerry Jones. I think he said the helipad is about a mile from the stadium. Anyway, it then turns around and drives Jerry Jones to this parking spot that you see here. He then proceeds to get onto that golf cart, and then that golf cart drives him across the way to his private elevator, which is just behind where I'm taking this picture. Now, I'm not a very good judge of distance, but on the right-hand side of the frame, you can count the number of parking spots there are. So it's not very far at all. Our guide said that Jerry Jones probably takes about 10 steps from the time he steps off his helicopter until he's seated in his private box. One of the perks of being the team owner, I suppose. I guess no travel video would be complete without talking about where we ate. First off, I want to give a shout out to Texan Station. That is the hotel's sports bar/restaurant. I thought the food and drink were tasty. They were also very generously portioned. I thought the prices were pretty reasonable for a resort. They also had one of the biggest screens I've ever seen in my life. They were showing up to 7 different sporting events on the big screen while we were there. However, if you're in the Grapevine area, you absolutely have to eat at Hard 8 Pit Barbecue. We went at night right before closing, so we don't have a lot of pictures. However, you can see in this picture, the line actually starts outside where the pit is. Once you get to the pit, you order your meat by the pound, along with any sides. Here you can see corn on the cob and baked potatoes. They put your order on a cafeteria tray, which you bring inside. Inside you will get your drinks along with any additional sides, such as butter, sour cream, bacon bits, and sauce. And then you sit at a table and you eat directly off the cafeteria tray. Everything is absolutely delicious, and I thought it was reasonably priced. Another place that was highly recommended was Esparza's. We went there for a quick lunch, and I can tell you that they have a lot of reasonably priced lunch combos. Finally, we also wound up eating at the Rainforest Cafe a few times. I know it's a chain, but we haven't eaten there in years, and we do not have one in Honolulu, so what the heck. The food was really good there, it was reasonably priced, and again, very generous portions. Well, that's a wrap on our quick trip to Texas. If you stayed to the end, I really appreciate it. Please consider dropping a like and following for more travel content. Mahalo.